So hi everyone, and we are here today for reviewing this palette. This is one of the most hyped up palettes which is available right now especially, and I really wanted to know what was the hype about it, and I really want to see whether it was worth the buck. And this palette does not come in for a cheaper cost though. And so speaking of the cost, this one was about 5,300 when I got it on Nykaa. So it was just a basic cardboard packaging, and so this was the inner packaging once you open it up, and you've got like Huda Beauty embossed on top of it. And it's got a rose gold palette remastered written on it. This palette has a magnetic clasp to it, and it's just like pretty awesome. It doesn't really open during travel, so which is a good thing. So you have this like huge mirror which is there on the palette, which is brilliant. So let's just see what Huda claims for her palette. So rose gold remastered eyeshadow palette, high pigmentation, and it's talc free, which is a bonus. So basically, if your shadows are talc free, they would appear more pigmented. So this is going to be a good buy for those of you who are actually allergic to talc. So we've got 18 shadows here, and there are 4 textures. So we've got 8 buttery mattes and 8 melted metals, 1 wet and dry jet black, and 1 highlighted pressed pearl. I think in terms of diversity, like Huda has set the mark, and it's just brilliant. So one reason why I love this palette is because it would work on a lot of skin tones. And I'm pretty sure that all of you might be able to use almost all the shades which are there in this palette. Overall, I would say this palette is more of a warm toned palette. So this is a very wearable, very, like easy to use type of a palette. So I've got 3 looks for you guys today which you could actually use. So look number 1 is mostly going to be like more on the coppery, warm tone gold side. I'm going to be using this color sandalwood along my crease because I've already done my foundation. I've added a lot of powder like under my eyes just to avoid fallout. So I'm just going to pick sandalwood up. Whoa, that's pigmented. That's beautiful. It's such a beautiful transition color. It works really well on my skin. I'm going to switch on to a little more like precise brush. So I'll be taking the shade Henna on that. When I do my eyeshadow, I mean the first step is always about positioning the color. So I just take the color, I pick it in a brush, and I just pack it in first. Don't be scared to like extend the colors lower. You could always blend it out. So once we're done adding all the crease shades and we look like a mess, we can add a little bit of black truffle towards the outer corner. I'm kind of taking it like almost all the way inwards, like just a haze of it. I'm thinking of going in with a cut crease, with the melon, with the copper. So I'm done doing that on both the eyes, and I think I'm going to be going in with the cut crease actually. Before I go in with that step, I'm going to be adding a little bit of concealer at the back of my hand, and we're going to use that to cut our crease. I'm just going to extend it, like I really want the shimmer to show, so I'm going to like extend it all the way here. And let's just go about with it like right into trust fund. Okay, actually it doesn't pick up a lot of like color on the brush. Let's just see how that goes. Not bad, but I mean the color has transferred, but it doesn't have a lot of punch. I'm just gonna try with that with my pinky finger. Whoa, okay, that's pretty. So I think all of Huda's shimmers, they tend to look better with your fingers. I'm gonna wet the brush first. Yeah, so and then I'm gonna dip it, and then I'm gonna be dipping it into Trust Fund, and let's see how that goes. Okay, much better. So you can just use your brush for the edges, just to make it more crisp, I guess. And just on the fence about like which color I should use for my highlight. I'm wondering if I should use like Blessed or Moon Dust. Like Blessed is more of this like coppery gold, and this is more of a champagne gold. Or should I just go with something which is a little more popping, like 24K? I mean, let's just check 24K out. It's just too intense, but I don't know. I mean, why not? Oh god, I think it became too intense. But I'm just gonna go along with it, and it's beautiful. It's got a beautiful reflex. So before I go on with my lashes, I'm just gonna dust off this excess powder under my eye and just make it look more like. So I think I'm just gonna be going in with a nude lipstick, and this is from Estee Lauder, and this one's in the shade Coco Bana. Yeah, it's a beautiful shade. And quickly, let's just go to look number 2. For look number 2, we're going to be doing something which is a little more pink toned. So we're going to start off by using this shade called Demure. So I'm going to be using Dollface and Risk as a crease shade. And once that's done, probably I would add a little bit of Man-Eater on the edges and darken it up with a little bit of Black Truffle. And we're going to go in with a little bit of Fling and Pink Diamond on the lid. I basically want to emphasize on, you know, the roundness of my eye with this look. So once I'm done with my transition shade, I'm going to be using Dollface and Risk in my crease. I'm going to like take it a little more higher than usual for that rounded effect in my eye. So I'm just going to be taking the shade called Man-Eater, which is actually a cranberry. And I'm just going to add it towards my outer corner to like, wow, that color is beautiful. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to add a little bit of Black Truffle. Now right at the outer corner. And just blend it outwards and towards the red we added before. So now we're going to be playing with some glitter. I'm going to be taking this shade Fling first on my lid, and then I would just go about with a little bit of Pink Diamond for more dimension. To make my halo more intense, I'm just going to go in with a crease brush. Extend the lines a bit towards the side. Okay, so we're done with that, and I'm just going to drag it down now. So I'm going to take Fling in my fingers. This is the color, it's just like beautiful pink. And I'm just going to add it. So I'm going to be taking a bit of Pink Diamond. So I'm just going to be adding this right at the bullet of the eye. I'm going to be taking the shade called Bubbly here. I'm going to take very little of it, and I'm just going to go a little lower here at the tear duct. So for lipstick, I'll be using the Nykaa liquid metallic lipstick in the shade Can't Be Tamed. So this is actually a beautiful pink, and it would just go really well with our look right now. So now it's time for look number 3. So I'm still wondering what I'm going to be doing for look number 3. I think I'm going to go in for a full cut crease, but I'm just going to start off with Demure as my transition shade. All the colors in this palette, right, they do work well on my skin tone. Even the lightest shades, they work brilliant on my skin. So I'm going to be taking some of Man-Eater on this brush. That color is beautiful actually. It's just, let's see how this blends out though. So I need it to be placed in such a way that if I open my eyes, it's going to be seen. So I'm going to do this step with my eyes open. And I'm going to place it somewhere here. Yeah. You can take it as high as you want for your liking. I think this works for my eye shape. So just make sure that when you're making a cut crease, the colors are seen, because we put in so much effort for it, and then the colors are not seen. It's just gonna be a mess. So yeah. Okay, so that kind of does the trick. And I'll be using the Sephora concealer for doing that. I'm gonna take some of that on this brush. Okay, deep breaths, the most important part. So my wing is gonna be in this angle, right? So I want even my cut crease to like go in the same angle. So I'm gonna be So what I'm thinking of doing is, I think I'm going to be going in with the shade Rose Gold towards the outer part of the eye, and I'll be using Pink Diamond like across the inner half of it. This is what I live for. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go about with it with the finger, and so that's the only con of like this palette actually, is that the shimmers are a little tedious, I would say, to work with. The rest is brilliant. Like the palette itself is brilliant, and this is the Faces Magnetized Liner. So probably it's gonna be a really big wing. I'm gonna start from here. Okay, I think I'm gonna be going on with this lipstick. So this is from theBalm, and this is the Balm Meet Matte Hughes lipstick, and this is in the shade Charming. So my verdict on this palette is this is an absolutely good palette. You rather buy one palette which works really well for you than investing in like 2-3 palettes and you get certain duds in your palette. So this palette comes with like 18 shades. So that's about 5,300 divided by 18. So which is around 300 bucks per shadow. I think Huda's done a really good job with the color selection and the formula and the packaging. So hats off to her for that. This is brilliant. I think that all of you should try this palette out. Huda is available in Sephora and in Nykaa nowadays. And if you want to add in a little bit of like, you know, like jazz to your look, you can always use the shimmers. So this is kind of inclusive of both. So I think in terms of that, it's just brilliant, and especially in the festive time, amazing palette. So you've just got to check this palette out. I hope you guys subscribe below and you give me a big thumbs up if you love this video. Do comment on like which look was your favorite out of the 3 I've done today. So until next time, bye.